This is an introduction to my larger pedal board, which I just completed. Had been a little bigger and unwieldy, so I downsized it a little bit, as there were a number of things that just weren't getting a whole lot of use. Starting in the upper corner, I have the speaker output box and the AC junction box, so the whole thing's controlled by the one switch. Right below that's the Demeter TGA-1 150D, which is a lovely hybrid amp from Demeter Amplification out in California. Tube front end and an effects loop and Class D power output, and just tons of headroom. I'm a big fan of Demeter's amps, and this one weighs in at under 10 pounds, so it's a little more convenient for smaller gigs. The RJM controller, PBC, many people are familiar with, super versatile, and RJM, Ron and his wife provide just stellar support. I can't say enough good about that company. In the far corner we have the kind of standard Strymon boxes, Timeline and the Mobius. I use delay for some very specific things, like having the control under MIDI. I'm not a huge user of modulation effects, so consequently it's nice to just have them all in one box that can be controlled with MIDI. In the bottom corner there is the Mission expression pedal, which is predominantly used for controlling the Mobius. Then as far as the drives and dirt boxes, of the KTR for clean boost, Demeter fuzzilator, which I usually have set to tight, which is the silicone diodes, the Nosferatu, which is a higher gain, dirtier version of the Zen drive that I'm pretty fond of. The AB switches for the inputs, either the Shure wireless or the wired. I need to put an input box so that the cable's out of the way. That's a project for another day. And then the reverb and the Keeley compressor. I'm pretty picky about compressors. I go through a lot of different ones. The Keeley, I think, is really the best value. Provides great variety of compression and a nice signal to noise ratio. Gets it done, and considerably less expensive. I own a number of compressors, but for working boards, I'm pretty fond of the Keeley. If I have a little more room, sometimes I'll use the Demeter, and my favorite's the slide rig, and that's my first choice in the studio. So there it is in a nutshell. The whole thing is built into a Road Cases USA board case that was built to my spec. It's a little thicker than their standard case, and that gives me room. I built a deck for it, and the Voodoo Labs power supplies are underneath, so it gives me the opportunity to run the wiring out of the way and still keep a nice clean look to it.